Hari ke-235 dalam hutan yang tebal ni. Aku masih lagi mencari si kijang emas. There are days when I think the forces of the jungle are playing mind games with me. Days where I can't tell between what is real and what is not. Days where I hear the soft sounds of music.
Lock. Apa kau buat kat sini?
Kau buat apa kat sini?
Aku tengah mencari barang. Aku fikir apa bunyi tu tadi?
Itu ada, aku tengah seru. Kau cari apa sebenarnya?
Aku tengah cari kijang emas. Kau boleh tolong aku sikit tak?
Tolong apa?
Sebab aku dengar kijang emas ni dia suka bunyian-bunyian lagu.
Boleh? Aku cuba lah. Mencari-cari, Allah cari si kijang emas. Mencari-cari, Allah cari, jangan sampai lemas. Si kijang emas, oh, takkan dilepas.
Harap dia dengar.
Ya, tu ada.
Aku ada set up camp. Lepak jap, borak-borak sikit.
Boleh juga. Okay.
Jom.
Boleh. Kijang emas kan? Emas tu.
Berapa tahun dah aku tunggu. Cari tak jumpa lagi.
Itulah, biasa kijang emas ni something yang tak ternilai harganya.
You've done some like pretty exceptional things, right? In the context of Malaysian music. Apa yang mencetus engkau untuk buat benda tu? And like, why did you stick with it?
Okay. I think it comes naturally lah. Macam it's not forced, but I think it's the way I brought up, the way I was built lah kan. So I feel that macam it's second nature to me. I got people asking me macam, kenapa monolog baru nak buat Nusantara apa semua kan. Actually that Nusantara thing came to me when I first started pun. I mean, since my first album Butterfingers pun I dah letak ikan kekek punya motifs, because I always feel that although no matter how westernized you are or how global you want to be, and it's that local thing to it, you have to have that your cap moho, your trademark.
Why do you think it's important to go back to the roots?
Because I feel that it is ours. There's nothing wrong with mencedok daripada situ. There's nothing wrong with copy paste, curi daripada situ, pasal it maybe Piramli has thought about it. Maybe MRC has thought about it. Or maybe earlier, like during those folk times, diorang dah jumpa dah the progression that can actually represent the mood of Nusantara ni. This forest, hutan ni semua. Dia dah jumpa dah blues dia, the blues kan. Macam just like how you listen to western blues lah kan. Dia jing 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 jing, because that represents the whole oppression masa tu, betul tak? And the whole street thing, jazz semua, it's all about that freedom.
And you see there's an equivalent of that in
Malaysia. Yeah, so I bet Nusantara pun we had that before. You know, during the British punya years ke apa ke Portuguese punya years, we have that blues already. So might as well we ambil benda tu and make it now. I understand that westernization tu is part of us, so no point try to abolish it, you know. But all I'm saying is, I'm trying to tell the young kids, to youngsters, to the next generation is like, whatever is, how far you go pun nanti mesti you can cari balik your roots. So might as well do it now, you know. Because like me also kan, I got friends yang tak tu sekarang gila into Keroncong, Ghazal apa semua. Before memang takkan dengar lah all this kan. Before macam gelinya. Or why geli? Diorang tak ada reference. I can't blame them, diorang tak suka Nusantara, because they have no reference, you know. All they have is MTV, all they have is Star World, all those, you know, all they have is Kim Kardashian and all that. Macam mana dia nak, you know, that's what
Yeezy. Yeezy in the house.
Why dulu kita, we are not attracted to our own kind, our own roots, you know. Not to say music asli lah, music Asia, sitar, erhu, and this the whole our region ni ada music dia tau, you know.
You mentioned just now macam like an example for the West. Macam untuk orang Barat, diorang ada Delta Blues kan. So diorang ada their own riff.
Exactly, yeah.
And you said that we
Yeah, we do.
Do you know one? Could you play one?
It's a pentatonic scale lah. So kalau you main, dia macam lagu Cina sikit.
Sayur Nusantara.
Yes. Because dia tak blues. Even the gamelan was based on this tuning. Kalau you dengar Piramli pun dia akan ambil Tudung Periuk Mani menari. See, this semua is based from there lah.
Satu soalan yang aku asyik tanya diri aku sendiri is maksud sukses. Ideas of success. Dari perspektif kau rasa kau dah mencapai tak?
Sukses tu pada aku subjektif lah. Kalau nak jadikan ukuran kan, as a measurement kan, I mean, I would see myself dah almost there. Kalau my ulterior motive and my ultimate meaning of success tu belum lah. And I rasa macam dia ada tapi macam belum sampai lagi. Because to me success is the ability to move on daripada failure to failure and you boleh create something out of that. I think someone quoted that, siapa, Winston Churchill tu. And betul lah tu. Exactly, that's the whole point lah of success. Because kalau you nak ambil satu success tu je as benchmark susah lah kan. So that means I've succeeded in moving on from failure to failure lah kan. So I rasa itu yang paling bermakna lah.
Kau dengar tadi?
Macam ada bunyi ni kan. Betul tak? Tu
Dah datang kot?
cepatnya. Belum lagi 100 tahun.
Belum 1000 tahun lagi?
Belum 1000 tahun lagi. Ya, betul.
Jom tu Syah.
Boleh tak? Bukan babi ke apa
Harap-harap bukan babi lah.
Mana bunyi ni?
Mana bunyi tu tadi lah?
False alarm lah.
False alarm. Tak menjelma lah pula hari ni.
Itu lah dia. Macam mana nak tunggu lagi?
Tunggu lagi lah aku.
Aku ingat aku nak kena terus mencari aku punya maju lah. Kau tak kisah kan?
Aku tak kisah.
So, selamat berjaya.
Thank you.
One piece of advice lah. Tak emas pun tak apa. Kijang gangsa pun okey.
Kijang gangsa pun boleh ya.
Alright, see you.
Thank you lot.
Gagak.
Kau boleh describe kat kehidupan kau sebagai seorang
Cakap Melayu boleh? Okey, sebenarnya aku buat macam Faiz Ziki tu. Semua kata best. So aku pun rasa Batak lah.